It is boss time here. Well, actually 4 to be exact, my friends. In hard mode, episode 3, The Awakening of White Apathy. Today we are taking on the Dumpling Kings, and we got a guide for you all of today's episode. Thank you for tuning in. As always, if you enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. On top of that, if you got a question, if you got a comment, let me know, because I'd love to hear from you as always. And we got a lot of great information, the details, including today's timestamps, where we will break down the 4 T's. That's the tactics, the team, the treasure, and the toppings in order to help you succeed and overcome hard mode 310 here, the Dumpling Kings. Super excited about it. We'll go for a run. We'll pull it all back together as we always do, and close out. Now with that, let's get into it here, because we got a lot to get through as a free-to-play player. Pretty excited about the team that I've pulled together for you here today to take on the Dumpling Kings. Now, a couple things as always about this. First and foremost, we are in Beast Yeast. This land radiates with the power of the beast. Before you unfolds a landscape unlike anything you've seen in Crispia. Additionally, we have special conditions. Pretty much everything is good except for topping bonus effects. So your substats on the bonus effects aren't going to matter. Again, making biscuits more important, particularly in Beast Yeast. We also have these other effects here. We got Power of Apathy. Imbued with the Power of Apathy, the enemies grow larger in size, their attack and attack speed are increased, and receive reduced damage. And then Cloud, Haetae, Cookie, and additionally Mystic Flower. Doesn't really affect much, and we get some other pieces there. Additionally, debuff resist is in play. We also have other effects here. Healing decreased, HP shield capacity decreased, and damage down. Damage dealt to enemies decreases by 20%. So my friends, that is all the key things to pay attention to, at least from that. We also have a couple mobs here between the Dumpling K-Count and the Red Bean Wolf. And then each of our enemies here, we got the Shrimp Dumpling King, the Chives Dumpling King, Meat Dumpling King, and Spicy Dumpling King. Now, a couple things about that. You can go into each one here and check out the boss information. So for the Shrimp, we got Swing of Blade, hits the 2 nearest targets once and inflicts knockback. Heavenly Blade fires an energy blast that hits all targets in its way and inflicts knockback. Then Chive, we have Bitter Note, blocks a string, hitting 2 random targets, and Enchanting Performance, plays the harp, dealing damage and enchanting all targets. We also have here with the I skipped that. The Meat Dumpling King. We got a Meat Dumpling King passive, restores 10% of max HP every 10 seconds. So this one you want to burn down quickly. We have a Heavenly Punch, hits the nearest target once, inflicts knockback and stuns them. And we got Visions of the Past, summons 2 Dumpling Masters. You do need to take out the Dumpling Masters, my friends. And then last but not least, we got the Spicy Dumpling King here. So Spicy Dumpling King has a passive, Fiery and Spicy. The Spicy Dumpling King is vulnerable to water, so you can keep that in mind. Becomes enraged and more powerful when their HP drops below 30%. This can be a problem. You need to close that gap quickly, take this thing down. Rolling Swing hits the 3 nearest targets, inflicts knockback and stuns them, and then Burning Orb tosses a Burning Orb, dealing damage and burning targets. Primarily with the Spicy Dumpling King, once you get to this one, this Enrage is enough to wipe your team. They'll take 1 cookie out and then they'll just keep going. We got to stay alive and intact in order to take it down. So that is all the key pieces when it comes to 310 here and hard mode and the 4 Dumpling Kings. Now, a couple of things about this. Took me a little bit to kind of tweak the team to where we needed to. First, it was getting through the waves. Second, it was actually dealing enough damage to take all 4 of them down and getting it done in time. This team is a team to be able to get you through. It is right here, my friends. That is correct. So the strategy around this one is we're running a double heal strategy. And plus buffs with Snapdragon. We get big heals with Cream Puff. That's all we need. Again, lots of damage over time. However, the last Spicy Dumpling King can deal a lot of damage. We definitely need some big heals to pull it back around. And then we're focused on high damage plus damage in the electric form. Again, using elementals, going all in on those has worked really well for us, and we've made good progress with this particular team and good investments in this, particularly from the Sublime Cake Tower. You can check that out. We got lots of guides here for you on those. Now, again, primarily between Twizzly and Black Lemonade here, lots of damage. plus Stormbringer, which is just a great tank, deals great damage as well, my friends. And this is really predicated on kind of a 3 damage, 2 damage plus tank strategy, and then a double heal strategy. It is enough to get in and deal lots of damage. You'll see that here today. Now, in terms of our treasures, we are focused on that damage through Old Pilgrim Scroll and cooldown here with Squishy Jelly Watch, then Grim Looking Side to get our team 42% roughly additional crit. Many of you have asked me about that. Once you get to 100% crit, what you want to do is start focusing more on attack. So you can start to shift out some of that crit, get that attack in. That's going to give you more top end damage. So very, very important there to consider those pieces. So I want to throw that in there for you. Now, other things that you could consider with this team, you could switch over to Sleepyhead's Jelly Watch there if you need more survivability. Disciples Magic Scroll. If you need other damage dealers, you might want to think about Grim Looking Sigh, but you can't quite get all the way up to where you need to. Certainly could try Dream Conductor's Whistle. If you need double on the crit or need more crit, move this over instead of that one right there. So those are all instead of the scroll. So that's the team. That is the treasures. Let's go ahead and talk about the gear and the toppings and biscuits. So a couple things against this. Again, in totality, we have all the biscuits and topping guides here on the channel. You can check those out, gear guides, whatever we want to call them. We have a playlist, all that stuff. Check it out. Couple things first and foremost. Generally, our biscuits will be legendary. Generally, they should have 3 to 4 ideally substats. Again, for Beast Yeast, it makes a huge difference. The biscuits really matter and does a lot, so keep that in mind. Here in terms of Stormbringer, we are on crit. Here's our biscuit. Again, like I said, made some nice investments on these. When it comes to Black Lemonade, we've moved off crit and actually gone back to attack. Tends to have a little bit better damage and consistency around that. A good strategy to kind of move that way as a consideration to think about. And then additionally here, there's our total, so you can see that. And then Twizzly is on crit. Twizzly's got these, lots of bypass, which is great. That's what I like to focus on when it comes to our biscuits and damage dealers. Cream Puff, we're also on crit. Here we do have 3. Debuff resist could be a nice one for us to swap out, get something a little bit better. Decent survivability there. And then when it comes to Snapdragon, only 1, because cooldown's really about it when it comes to that one. So my friends, that is the team. That is the treasures. Those are the toppings, biscuits, gear, whatever you want to call it, and the tactics to get by. So quickly here again, that is everything that you need to know to overcome the 4 Dumpling Kings here in 310 in hard mode in Beast Yeast. Very excited about this. Let's go for a run now and put the pedal to the metal and show you how this works exactly. Now, a couple things. Because of the RNG on this one as well, you may need to try a couple of times. So I like to call that out. We'll see if we can get it done on the first try. One of the big things always is you can auto it, but you can move off auto and help increase the likelihood of getting through some of these things. There we go. Just by clicking, there's some great damage getting through. So about 240 each Dumpling King. Well, we'll get to about 2 minutes. Each Dumpling King here, what you're going to want to do is be able to take it down about 30 seconds. We can pop Snapdragon now, get that on ahead of time. Shrimp Dumpling King is up, so we got 220. Again, 30 seconds is going to be great timing. You'll see that we can really pound through these. Don't forget the debuff resist and power of apathy in there as well. There we go. Into Chives. Chives, every time these ones pop up, they do get a little bit of invulnerability for a minute. Couple things, if you're not on auto mode, you can make sure that as you transition between Dumpling Kings that you aren't using up your attacks, those kinds of things. That can be very important for you in terms of timing and can make a difference to take this down. The biggest thing though, once again here, there you go, there's the invulnerability, debuff resist, power of apathy, is when you get to the last one, the Spicy Dumpling King, is surviving that last 30%. That tends to be the most difficult one, and we'll see that here shortly because it can really start dealing damage. And if you lose your cookies, it's just going to keep going one after another, and that is the key. So some of that is what we're going to pay attention to in terms of our timing here. All right, we're on to the last one. There's that water vulnerability. We don't have water, obviously. We do have our electric type. Big heals are going to be very important. We're getting close to that 30%. So survivability here is going to be key. Getting those shields on. We're going to wait for it. There's some big hits. We need a big heal. There we go. That is ultimately key for us there. And we did it without losing a cookie. Oh, we lost a cookie right there at the end with that burn. So very, very important there. As you can see, some of that last stuff against the Spicy Dumpling King to bring it home and close it down, my friends. All right, so excited about that. Such a fun one here for 310 with our 4 bosses. Something new. Absolutely love this. And also a team that I was able to put together and take it down for you here today as a free-to-play player. With that, I hope you enjoyed today's episode as we gave you the 4 T's, the tactics, the team, the treasure, and the toppings in order to help you succeed and overcome hard mode 310, the 4 Dumpling Kings bosses. Incredible, super fun. And as always, if you still have a question, if you have a comment, let me know because I love to hear from you. And please feel free to join us in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. Lots of great community help there, so thank you to everyone. And with that, thank you. Thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community. Also, thank you to our members. We do have memberships available to you. It's a nice way to support the channel. Emotes, icons, priority response, those kinds of things. Additionally, here we have affiliate links and swag and merch. Check it out. Something there for everyone, as I like to say. Don't forget our socials. At me, chat me, stay connected, my friends, because I love seeing what you're doing. It might get featured here on the channel, as always, and it's something I love doing. With that, get out there, take down the Spicy Dumpling Kings, my friends, and keep on running.